Subscribe to James the Sheriff Dixon, you motherfuckers.
What's going on, guys? James here to bring another video, and this is going to be another audio podcast episode. This is going to be continuing from episode 1, which is titled The Beginning, and we're going to continue where I left off. If you don't remember where I last left off, I'm going to be doing a recap. If where we last left off, Robert and Anthony got to my house, we got supplies, and then we were leaving again. So that's what you missed, so we're going to continue again. It's probably going to be another 20-minute, half hour at the most podcast again. So if you like the first one, grab your drink, sit back, and enjoy. I got my drink right here again. And I'm thinking about making this my daily, Thursday thing, uploading this podcast for about 20 minutes to a half hour. And, just going through these as I go. So, I hope you guys enjoy this again. So, let's go. So, like I said, I just got all the stuff out of my house, the food, supplies, and water that we needed, and, we opened the door, got back to the car. Oh, yeah. Got some walkie-talkies. They opened the door to the front of the car, and it closed it and locked it, and started to turn on the walkie-talkies to channel 7. This is me talking. These are set to channel 7 if you ever get lost, I said, as I handed one to Anthony, then Robert. I started to back the truck up and went down the street and turned onto the highway. Just as I was about to pull on the highway, I saw that all the cars were on the side of the road. They wouldn't move because the people were being eaten by the zombies in the cars. Alright. So I decided to go on the other side of the road where there were no cars and started the drive towards the docks where my family was waiting for me. Also, that's what the plan was, to go to a boat to get to my uncle's house. If that was inside of my last episode. In the last podcast. Oh, excuse me. And started the drive towards the docks where my family was waiting for me. I turned the channel on the talkie to channel 8 and talked into it. James, this is Alpha. This is me talking. This is Alpha, and I'm on my way to the docks, and I'm going to be there in a total of an hour. Tops is 2 hours if I run into traffic. This is my uncle talking. One of my uncles. I'm going to call it Uncle P because, again, real people, this is Uncle P. We are at the boat, and we'll wait 3 hours just in case you run into trouble. Over and out. This is me talking again. Okay, over and out. I put the walkie-talkie next to the shotgun between the two front seats. Anthony, so how many people do you think will survive this, other than your family, that is on the boat waiting for us to get to the... That is on the boat waiting for us? That's a good question. Let's guess how many people will survive this until we get to the boat. Sounds fun. Doesn't that sound fun to do, Robert? Sure, it does. I need something to do as I'm guarding us as you're driving. I do think that... Oh, this is us guessing. Okay, so this is where, again, this is me from 2011. Again, a young kid me. Okay, I'm just going to read what's on the goddamn paper. I think that Arnold Schwarzenegger will survive, as well as SEAL Team 6. And then Anthony, I think that George Lopez and Dwayne Johnson will survive. And then Robert, I think that Mike Tyson, Bill Cosby, and Morgan Freeman will... Oh, that Bill Cosby reference did not age well. As I was driving, Anthony and Robert both fell asleep, and we were in 5 hours away from the docks, so I turned on the radio, and the song "The Worst Day Since Yesterday" was playing, so I kept it on that station. Okay, then the song plays if you want to play that for... This is like when I put a song there, that's like a montage. That's what I wanted to say. Alright, song. Alright. As I pulled onto an exit to get to another road, there were army officers and tanks guarding the. There were army officers and tanks guarding the exit, and there were bodies everywhere. Then the soldier in the tank said, with a blowhorn, that he's talking to the blowhorn, "Turn your vehicle around and don't come any closer. We will shoot if necessary." Just as he was done talking, Anthony Robert woke up from sleeping. Anthony, "James, what is going on?" he said, rubbing his eyes. Oh, excuse me again. Robert, yeah, what is going on? And why are there soldiers blocking the exit? This is me talking now. I don't know why. I was just about to ask them why I should turn the car around. I rolled down the window and asked the soldier why I should turn around. Why should I turn around? That's classified. Turn your vehicle around now, or we will shoot, or we will have to shoot. I turned to Anthony and said, there's your answer. We can turn around. We can turn around from where we came. We can't turn around from where we came from. There are a lot of zombies." All the soldiers started to laugh at me. Unlucky story. There are no such thing as zombies. As we were talking, a zombie came up out of nowhere and attacked the soldier behind the one talking to me. The soldier jumped and landed on the ground. Whoop-de-doo. After the soldier landed on the ground, a group of zombies showed up out of nowhere. There's a lot of showing up out of nowhere as I'm going back and rereading this. I'm thinking after reading this if I should edit some of my writing. After the soldier landed on the ground, a group of zombies showed up out of nowhere. Behind the tanks, the soldier on the ground aimed his AK-47 at the zombie and fired it at his chest. This is the soldier talking. It won't die. The zombie that he was attacking started to come near the soldier, and I took my shotgun and aimed it at the zombie's head and killed the zombie. "James, get in the car now," I yelled. The soldier grabbed his gun and ran to my truck, and we backed up and we were on the road again. The soldier was in the back seat sitting next to Robert as we drove. We could hear the screaming of the soldiers as we drove away. "What the hell was that?" the soldier said. "That was a zombie." This is me talking now. "That was a zombie attack, and you're going to see a lot more of that since you didn't let us get off the road. You shoot them in the head to kill them." Soldier, "Okay, thanks for the info." "No problem. This is Anthony and Robert. We are one of the last survivors of Redford, except for my family that are waiting at the docks for us. So we get out of here." "I told you that, so what is your name?" "My name is Sergeant Jackson." Oh, this is my first, side note here. This is gonna be my first, made up character. Like, there are made up characters along with, real characters, and this is my, first, made up character guy. My name is Sergeant Jackson. I don't really know, soldiers other than one of my cousins, so I'm not gonna name for this show. "So this is Sergeant Jackson speaking now. So how did you three get out of the city without running into more soldiers?" Oh, excuse me again. "Because they are guarding all the exits from here to Wisconsin," he said, looking at us concerned. I looked at Anthony and Robert, and they both nodded their heads, saying, "It is okay to tell him how we survived." Sergeant Jackson, "Well, are you going to tell me how you survived? Because I want to know how you got those." Oh, well, I have animals that I took from my house too, by the way, my dogs and shit like that. Because I want to know how you got those dogs back there. He's talking about the dogs in the back of the truck. Okay, I'll tell you our story. This is me talking. I'll tell you our story on how we survived. We survived by leaving school early. So you got out of school early, or you left school, because I gave the orders to have teachers lock their students in their classrooms so they don't get hurt. You're the stupid son. This is me talking now. You're the stupid son of a bitch who told us not to leave the school. I have the right mind to leave you right here now, so the zombies can get you. Sergeant Jackson. This is Sergeant Jackson talking. Would you rather be in school right now, safe and sound, than out here with those things, where those things are? James. Anthony, please tell this ass what happened to all our friends at the school. Since you told everyone to stay where they were, it just made it easier for the zombies to attack the people. So James got me and Robert, and we left, even though the teachers told us not to leave. Robert, this is Robert talking now. As we left school, we could hear the screams of our friends being eaten, and we could also smell the blood. We barely made it out alive, but we did, and now we are here. And those dogs back there are James' vets. We stopped at his house to get some supplies, and And this is me talking now. And now we are heading to the docks, which is still another few hours away, thanks to your army officials blocking the exit. So now tell us about your stuff, Sergeant Jackson. Well, me and my old unit were called out here by the Secretary of State to block all highway exits from here to Wisconsin to stop the virus, but we didn't know that it became airborne yet. This is me talking again. How did you know it wasn't airborne? You are in the military. You are supposed to know this stuff to warn the public. We didn't know because the Secretary of Defense didn't tell us that. Why wouldn't the government tell their own soldiers? This is me talking now. Why wouldn't the government tell their own soldiers that the virus isn't airborne? That just doesn't make sense. As we finished talking, the highway started to go back into the city again, and as we turned a corner, all of the people were being attacked by the zombies. James looked at the wall. Anthony, they're all dead. That's what Robert said. Sergeant Jackson, this can't be happening. This is all a dream. I am really at home with my wife in bed asleep. James, no matter how many times you slap yourself now, no matter how many times you slap yourself, this is real. Now everyone be quiet. I'm going to try go to the lane where there are no cars. As I started to back up, a car accidentally crashed into us, and the car tipped over. And as it hit the ground, all I could hear were the dogs barking, and then everything went black. Alright, that's a good place to stop it. Alright, it's almost at the 15, it's a few minutes away from the 20-minute mark. Alright, so yeah, that's where I'm going to stop it for part 2. Again, if you've been liking this, come back again next week for part 3. Again, I'm going to just be doing some parts because of how many episodes this is, between 15 and 20-minute segments. And this is just going to be like a chilled audio podcast. You don't have to put this up as a video, or you can just in the background just listen to your headphones. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. And I got a Bad Movie Friday coming out this Friday. I did Sharknado. If you want to watch that, you can. You don't have to. But yeah, I'm going to end the video there, guys. So this is James saying, if you like what you've been seeing, please like and subscribe for more. This is James saying, peace. let Brandon Rogers take it from here.
Right. I just want to shout out an amazing channel, James the Sheriff Dixon. Oh, he's such a great guy, and he is super cool for coming to the show. I'm glad I got to meet him in person, and you should subscribe.